Hello and welcome. You're here because you want to learn how to sing. Or you like to sing and you want to know a little bit more about how to do it. People ask me, where do I start? How do I practice this daily? What do I work on to get better over time? And I'm going to give you some of the most important things when it comes to learning how to sing, where to put your awareness, and how to practice every day. Okay? I'm going to jump into it. Cut. Number 1. Probably the most important thing, the space here is where resonance is found and where you need to be sending your voice. This place is called the mask. At least that's what my teacher growing up used to always tell me and refer to it as. It's called the mask. So the empty cavity, the cavities in your skull. Resonance happens in the face and you want to send it up and over the soft palate and into these spaces in your face. So finding the mask, it's a bit of an elusive concept. One way to do it, we're going to hum, teeth slightly apart, tongue to the roof of the mouth. You're going to go, you're going to find a comfortable note, any note that's comfortable, but you want to sit in that hum, and you're going to feel the buzzing in your teeth, in your nose. It's going to be bees buzzing all around in your face. It's a very sensational thing, and I want you to focus on the sensation that you're feeling. So you're going to go until you feel it, right? You don't have to copy that note, but I find that it's easier to establish a connection with the mask with the sort of lower mixed register. When you get higher up, it's a little harder to feel, and it gets sort of complicated as to finding it. So start low. Start mid to low, okay? Start there. Right? There are a few syllables that are going to be easier that will help you enter the mask and the spaces up there, finding your resonance. So like M's and N's are good. So moon, river, moon, moon, moon. It sort of begins in the mask and it helps you sort of launch to the next space while staying in position, right? I guess the concept is staying in you find the position and you stay in it. Ma, ma, right? So you start in the mask, on your hum, and then you go ma, and you want to retain the exact space that you're at. You're going to feel buzzing when you transition to the ah. Another way to enter it could work for you. Try these things out. It's singing kind of witchy. You go nya 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 nya. Same sort of deal. You go nya 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 nya. Just another way of entering the space that you need to be entering. Once you've got this concept down, you want to be able to apply it to pretty much everything that you're going to be singing. Moving on. Okay, the diaphragm, right? When you inhale, it's going, diaphragm is expanding, and you're exhaling, and it's slowing down. So the diaphragm is where we're feeling the support. Resonance, support. And basically what I've found, what support means, is it means your diaphragm doesn't collapse. You are fighting the collapse. So when you're singing, you need to be bringing awareness to this space. Even for me, I find when I'm singing, your diaphragm, you feel you're running out of breath. You're feeling like, oh, I can't finish my phrase. Bring your awareness downward and ensure that you have plenty of room and expansion in there. You're going to want to conserve as much breath and support as possible. One thing I've found that activates the sensation of this area is making sharp, quick sounds, like an F. So you're going where you are expelling air quickly. You put your hands to your tummy, and you go, and you're feeling your stomach go in. What you want to be doing is resisting the pull inward. So it's going instead of. You can see where maybe this is going to apply to some of your singing the songs, right? Because when you're expelling this energy, suddenly you don't have any space or breath left to sing it, right? We want the breath absolutely consistent. We want it consistent all the way through. right? And when you're expelling it quickly, you're losing the sort of power that you need to sing with absolute ease. Another thing that you can do with activating the diaphragm and feeling support is adding a little bit of resistance. Like you could do the straw thing. I don't know if you're not familiar with that. You put a straw in some water in a cup and you go, and you feel resistance, and the air has to go through the tiny straw. You could do that. Or lip trilling is another way to activate sort of resistance, because it's just a little harder. You're going, right, for example, and it's just harder. It just needs more air and force to get it out of you. Feel your core activated. When you're singing, bring your awareness down here, bring your awareness up here. Number 3 that I find is important, I want to talk about phrasing, because you might be phrasing your lyrics in a way that is making it harder for you to sing. Hard consonants. So hard consonants are going to be T's, P's, Q's, K's, CK's, sometimes S's, sometimes R's. You want to soften your T's. You're going ta-ta-ta. You're expelling a lot of energy. Let me think of an example. Stevie Wonder. Some folks say that we should be, that we should be, that. You just notice I didn't even connect. You didn't even hear a T. Very soft T. My teacher would always tell me, is an Italian T. You want to use an Italian T. And just let it, like just let the tongue just tap the roof of the mouth. You don't need to go tap, that we should, that we, right? It's just slowing you down. With the S's, maybe add a little bit of sh. So pull the tongue back from your teeth, just a little bit, and do more of a teeth. Sh. Like an extreme example of this is like the Beatles. Send her back to me. Send her back to me. I don't know if you could discern the difference, but you bring the tongue back just a little bit and you let it shh just a little more. It's subtle. These things are going to be subtle, but they're going to make it easier for you to sing the songs that you want to sing. Soften your consonants. Vowels, we want to make sure that we keep the vowels vertical, so the space that you're expanding in here is going up and not sideways. If you're doing it sideways, you're squishing the space in your face and in your throat, and we don't want to do that. We want to make sure it's vertical. So ahs, just make sure that it's vertical. A's, ahs, for example. So like a I, sideways. No, you don't want to do that. I don't want to bore you with. Whole connected phrase. I is kind of like a AH. I don't wanna bore you with. I don't know if that's the best example, but basically you're just making sure that your vowel, keep it vertical. Don't go horizontal. Don't go horizontal on me. Don't do that. It's making it harder for you to sing. Another thing. Don't move your mouth so much. When you're moving your mouth, it's making it harder. You really don't need to be moving your mouth very much. People that open their mouth really wide, just know that it's not making it easier. Even if it feels like it is, you don't need to try so hard. Okay, moving on. Head voice. Another very important thing. People are saying, Shane, oh my gosh, you can sing so high. Your register, wow. And honestly, I'm using head voice a lot of the time, and head voice it's easier than you would think it is supposed to be, because you don't have to try as hard. The secret to head voice is, from what I've found and what I've seen from other teachers and from my own experimentation, is you need less air. Imagine a flute, right? High notes, tiny instrument, less air. Tuba, big instrument, more air. So when we are singing very high, we need less air, and your vocal cords are touching less. They're like this. And if you force a lot of air through there, right, it's separating them, and you're not going to hit the notes as easy. When you're going high, use less air. That's the key. You hit it by going woo! You do the siren thing, you go woo! Woo! And then you hold it. You hold it, you go you don't need to try so hard. You just let it get up there. You're just doing the siren, just controlled siren, right? So there's falsetto, just Ave Maria. A lot of air is escaping. A lot of air is coming out. I can feel it. Yeah. Ave Maria. Put your hand in front of your mouth and you're going to feel the air coming out. That's what you don't want. You don't want air escaping out. Falsetto is a stylistic choice, and you're welcome to use it. However, head voice is just such a breeze. It makes it really easy. Just do your sirens, hold a woo, get up there, and just hold it. And get very comfortable and focus on using less air. Just don't push it up there. Just let your voice glide upwards, all right? One of the things I want you to do with your head voice is to practice and find your break. So you're going to find your break where your voice is going to transition from middle to head, and I want you to just gloss over it, okay? Find it and practice coming down. Ah, right? I found it. Ah. It's even hard for me sometimes if I haven't done it a few times. You're going to want to find this space where the right there, right? Do you hear the quiver? That's the transition. Find it. And I want you to go back and forth, and you're going to try to work on that transition, all right? When you hit that point, I want you to just sort of expand just a little bit, make a little bit more room back there for the grand piano when you're coming down. It's almost like this is what's been working for me. It's kind of when you hit that point, you're expanding like a yawn. If you yawn, you feel the expansion just a little bit. You're just coming down, we're coming up high, and then when I do this, that means expansion. So it's like we'll expand. Just leaving a little bit of expansion. Just leave a little room in there. Practice that. Warm-ups is very important to hit the notes on your own before you just go for it, because if you just go for it cold, you're gonna be forcing it, and it's just gonna be harder than it needs to be. It doesn't need to be hard. If you get anything from this video, it's because singing is supposed to be as easy as possible. That's the goal. It's supposed to be easy. Just make it less hard. So warm up, hit the notes before. You can do them on an E if you'd like. When we sing E's, it makes the space in our mouth really small. So it makes it a little easier to control the notes. So you can go E in the mask, right? You want to be in the mask, diaphragm supported. Right? I don't know. Just remove the words from it first and hit the notes. Hit the notes. Focus on that. Okay. Final tips to give to you on your way out the door. Number 1. Don't overbreathe. You may feel like you want to take in a big gulp of air and let it out, but no, breathe normally. Please breathe normally. If anything, breathe very subtly deeper. Take a breath in like you're smelling something nice. You go like a plate of cookies, the roses, smelling the flowers. You go. You just feel a little bit of expansion. That is the exact amount of breath that you want to take. Don't overbreathe. Okay, what else did I write down? Stay over the top of the notes. It's going to be a lot easier to be flat than sharp. So just stay over top of the notes, right? Stay up and over them, up and over. Focus on smoothness. Focus on the intervals of the songs that you're learning. Connect your phrases. Think about the songs that you're learning in phrases. You are the sunshine of my life. Right? One phrase. Breath. That's why I'll always stay around. Focus on parts in songs that are difficult. When you find something in a song that you're learning how to sing, and you notice that you can't do it very well. That's good. Stop and notice that. Take it very slow. Leave a little space back here in your yawn, but don't flex too hard. Don't flex. If you're flexing, you're doing it wrong. Just notice where you're having trouble. Remove the words from the songs and try to just go over it slow and until you get it. Now, I've been teaching about a year now and I'm still getting better. One thing to remember is to always be patient with yourself. These things take years to embody and learn. The nice thing about singing is that you can do it pretty much any time that you want to. It's very cheap and free, and you have endless opportunities to practice. So just be patient, be aware of how you're feeling in your body when you're doing these things, and just pay attention. Just pay attention to how it feels and what you're doing. Oh, thank you for being here. If you want to hear me sing, I have a bunch of YouTube shorts, and I write and record my own music. All that jazz. You can find that if you're interested in hearing me sing. But we're here for you. We're here for you now. So I hope that you got something out of it. If you have any questions, comment below. If you want to reach out, please feel free. Reach out on my website, or you can send me an email at shaneperrysings@proton.me. I'll connect that below. I hope you're having an excellent day. I hope I did a good job, and I'm Shane. Thank you. Bye!